What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. I hope everyone is having a great start to their week. I will say yesterday it was a slow day because it was Monday, but it was a winning day. So very happy to see that. Slowly building some momentum going into this next week. Very vocal about last week being not so great. It was our first losing week in about 7 or 8 weeks. So really in June we didn't have one losing week. July we also did not have one losing week. We got closer in July to having a losing week, but we had some big days that kind of bumped us up in some weeks. And then, first week of August, obviously a losing week. So, losing weeks, they're going to come, they're going to happen. It's part of the game, and pretty vocal about that throughout that week that we did lose. But I will say on average, once a month, we probably will have a losing week, right? Like if we have 4 weeks in a month, we'll probably have 3 of them be winning weeks and then 1 of them be losing weeks. And that's just, kind of how it goes, right? In betting, you gotta be able to take the punches. And then, obviously when the wins come, you gotta be able to keep a level head as well. So, yesterday, guys, we had a good day, right? We had a pretty slow day, but a good day. We had, 2 of these entries hit here. I really did not send out that much. I think I sent out like 5 or 6 entries. I think I sent out only 5 entries, and then one of them was the taco or the hot dog play, which went ahead and DMP'd. So luckily PrizePicks did DMP that. The other guy only got like 1 strikeout. And then this play right here was the YouTube play of the day. We took Tyler Glasnow to go over. Luckily we took Tyler Glasnow, and hopefully you guys did too. Obviously if you took the other guy, it would have been a DMP, which is again frustrating. But you see here Tyler Glasnow does go over, and then we took DDOIV or whatever his name is to go under kills, and he goes way under and only gets 1 kill there. So really solid call there. The game went 1-1 as I said yesterday, so good to see that. And then actually he won a game and he got 0 kills in the win, and we're going to kind of go over that too. And I told you guys about him that he does not get that many kills no matter what, right? He kind of plays more of these support type champions that don't get that many kills. They do more of assisting, and I thought 6 was way too high for this guy. And the play did end up bumping down to like 5.5 by the end of the day. Which honestly I thought it would bump all the way down to maybe 5 or even 4.5, but we did get a bump there, and then it obviously goes at 1. And then we have this play right here, which is very correlated, and you guys will actually see I kind of take opposites right here, right? I take one guy on AL to go over, and I take one guy on TES to go under, and then down here I actually took the AL guys to go under, and then I took the TES guys to go over. And you guys will pretty much see what ends up happening is AL has a much better game. They get a lot more kills. This Hope guy gets 18 kills in just these 2 games, and the TES team does not get that many kills. So you'll see here, this is pretty much favored to AL winning the game. That's what ends up happening. So this does hit, and then this one down here was favored to TES winning the game, and that does not happen. So these guys go under and over, right? So and then this one was just kind of there, right? But you will see we go up 2 units because of this, right? We spend a unit, go up 2 units because of this, and these are -2, -1, -2 units. So this one pays for both of these, and then we pretty much left with whatever profit was on this one, right? So again, a slow day, but kind of a simple day, and happy about that, right? A winning day is good to see here. Like I said, guys, last week, I'm going to officially say, we're on a new week now. Last week was a losing week for us. You will see this every single day, updated in the graph. Again, I'm very transparent. I have nothing to hide here. I think betting is full of ups and downs, and you got to be transparent with people. You got to be transparent. If you're sending out bets or anything like that, that is why I started this channel, actually, because I would follow people on YouTube. I'd follow people on Twitter, and they would celebrate their wins like they were amazing and stuff, and then they would lose, and they just would not say anything about it, right? They would have nothing to show for it. They'd have nothing, no sort of track record or anything, and it's like, man, how are you telling all these people to tailor your bets when you have no track record at all? My track record is right here in front of you. Since May 1st, we're up 124 units. Since 2025 started, we're up about 240 units. And then last year, we went up 600 units alone. Every football season, we normally go up 300 to 400 units as well, which is about to be kicked off, or technically has been kicked off with the preseason starting now. So, again, we win over the long term, guys. We have won in like 16 out of 17 months or 15 out of 16 months for however long I've been having the VIP up. And so let's go ahead and talk about today's play, honestly. So I always talk about this in League of Legends, right? I do talk about guys who are losing the game to get less kills and the guys who are winning the game to get more kills, right? So, I have an example of this here with actually the guy that we took yesterday. So this DDV guy in this win, right? His team gets 18 kills in a win. So with 18 kills in a win, the other team gets only 4 kills because they lost the game. So the winning team gets 18 kills, the losing team only gets 4 kills. And you can see that here, right? Everyone else on this team goes over. It gets like 6 kills, 4 kills, 6 kills. They have a really, really solid game. And then everyone on this side, this red side, does not get that many kills because they ended up losing this game. Now we bet on map 1-2. So in that second game, what ends up happening is the exact opposite, right? This game goes 1-1, where this team on the left ends up winning a game in game 1 and then losing the game in game 2. And then this game, for example, was 2-25. So this is exactly what I say every day, where the winning team is going to get a ton more kills than the losing team, right? So this team right here, the winning team, gets 25 kills in a win. And you'll see here that everyone goes way over, right? This guy got 15 kills because his team won the game. And then everyone on this side over here, which DDV was on, gets, funny enough, right? Out of the 2 kills that his team had, DDV actually did get 1 kill in this game. But, again, that's why we hit that there. But again, what I want to get across is that League of Legends is not that complicated. All you have to think about is that the winning team is going to get more kills and the losing team is going to get less kills, all right? So even in this win, if this guy that we bet on ended up getting like 3 kills or 4 kills, he still would have went under because his team only got 2 kills in the loss that they did have, right? So think about that going into today's entry, and why I really like this. We have Don Jake to go under 10.5 kills, and his team is plus 210 to even win 1 game, okay? So you can find different stats of like, is this team going to win 1 match in this game? They are plus 210 to do that, okay? I don't know what really like plus 210 an example of that, but if you know anything about betting, even odds is minus 100 or about minus 110, plus 110, whatever you want to think about. Plus 210 is honestly pretty unlikely to happen, okay? Plus 210 is like, they are favored with sports books, right? These are sports books that pour millions of dollars into setting these lines, right? They are plus 210 to even take 1 game away, okay? And Don Jake averages 2.5 kills per game, okay? If you look over his games. Now, he's only played a couple of games because these are not very like high quality teams. These are not teams that have like a ton of games under their belt, like the most world-renowned teams in the world, I will say. But in the games that he has played, he averages 2.5 kills per game. That would put him at about 7.5. Now, I actually think his line should be more like 7 or even 6.5. The reason being is because in these games here, right, in these games that I kind of take the average from, there's a lot of games where he gets like 4 kills when his team had like 7 kills in total, right? And then there's a game, there's also a game where he gets like 5 kills when his team had like 11 kills in total, okay? And you guys saw on those other screenshots that there's 5 players in a game. So getting 4 out of 7 kills is honestly a little bit lucky for him, and getting 5 out of 11 kills is honestly a little bit lucky for him too, because he's getting like more than half of the kills of his team. And I don't think that's going to continue, right? It's not like he's just some amazing player on this team. Like I said, the losing team is going to get less kills. The winning team is going to get more kills. It doesn't matter how good you are. You could be the best player in the world. If your team loses the game, your team is not going to get many kills, and you're also likely to not get many kills, okay? So I'm taking him under 10.5. I think that is way too high, okay? Sometimes I come on here and I'm like, guys, this is good for like 0.5 or 1 kill. I think this is good for like honestly going down to like 3 kills lower than this line here. Like I think if this goes all the way down to 8.5, you still have an opportunity to take the under here. I think this is a smash hit of a play, all right? In my view, I don't know if I want to say this, but in my view, I think this is even better than the Taco Tuesday that we're pairing it up with, okay? I honestly think this is a Taco Tuesday level play, which on average, the Taco Tuesdays normally hit about 75-80% of the time. So again, I'm saying that this play right here probably has a 75 to 80% hit rate here. Now, again, obviously, knock on wood, hopefully it does hit here. And at the end of the day, anything could happen. This guy could come out and get 15 kills or 12 kills or something in 1 game, and we could just kind of be like, biting our tail. But at the end of the day, this is a really, really solid play. And again, we want to think long term. We want to think in a way where if you played this play 100 times, what's going to happen? It'll probably hit 80 out of 100 times or 70 out of 100 times or something like that. All right. So hopefully you guys can lock this in here with Zebby Matthews. Again, as always with these discounts or Taco Tuesdays, if you're watching this later in the day, just sub in the next taco for it if Zebby is off the board. All right. If you guys do want to get into the VIP, all you have to do is text me the word BOVADA to get signed up for Bovada. Football season is upon us, guys. I said football season is our best months, and you literally will get 2 of the best months in football going into the preseason, which preseason is huge, and then going into the first weeks of college football. What's important about the first couple of weeks is that these sports books don't know how to really set odds yet. And also what ends up happening is you have really, really good teams against really bad teams, right? If you think about the first couple weeks of college football season, you have a lot of teams playing non-conference games. So you have really, really good teams that will run up the score and get a lot of passing in, where obviously we take, quarterback and receiver duos to go over or under together, and that's the correlation strategy we use. So you guys can text me the word Bovada to my number here to get signed up for that, and I will actually pay you guys back on Bovada for signing up for that there. And then you guys can also sign up for Better today. You can sign up for REBET today, or you can sign up for Novig. I know a lot of you guys do not have Novig yet. It's legal in a ton of states, 42 out of 50 states. Same thing with REBET. It's actually legal in even more states. So if you're watching this video, you almost have like close to a for sure chance that REBET is legal in your state here. And yeah, guys. So as I said, we do have, a really, really good track record in NFL and college football season. This was last year, actually. If you add these two numbers up, it goes up to, I think, like 400 to 400, maybe like 450 or something like that. We had a really, really strong season last year, and I'm hoping to do the same this year, of course. Okay, so let's go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.